Hi, I am Lopamudra Sen. Welcome back to my channel Electronic Science Tutorial. I have already discussed some important topics of digital electronics in my channel. From previous class, I will start some other important topics of digital electronics like canonical expression in my channel. Those who are not subscribe my channel but follow my channel, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. It will encourage me. So please like, share and subscribe my channel. सब्सक्राइब की बेल आइकन को प्रेस करके रखिए ताकि जब भी मैं कोई नई वीडियो लेकर आऊँ आपको पता चले. So let's get started. Hi. So in today's class we discuss about the conversion of canonical SOP to canonical POS form with one example in a simple and easy way. Okay. So let's start our class. So here we consider our first example, that is a three variable function f, which is a function of x y z equal to x bar y bar z plus x bar y z bar plus x bar y z plus x y bar z plus x y z. So this is the expression of a canonical SOP function. We can convert these canonical SOP expression to canonical POS expression in a simple way. In which process in previous class we already saw about this topic or already discussed about this topic. In this class we discuss about this example. Okay. So from this expression we can write this SOP function, that is summation m function of 1 2 3 5 7. Why we write 1 2 3 5 7 function? Because we know in canonical SOP form single variable is represented by 1 and complemented variable is represented by 0. So first term is x bar y bar z, that means 0 0 1. 0 0 1 means 1, so here we write 1. Next term is 0 1 0. 0 1 0 means 2, so here we write 2. Third term is 0 1 1. 0 1 1 means its decimal representation is 3, so here we write 3. 1 0 1. 1 0 1 means its decimal representation is 5, so here we write 5. And last term is 1 1 1, which is the function of, which is representation of 7, so here we write 7. Okay. So in this way we can easily express this equation by decimal notation, right? From this decimal notation we can easily draw this truth table or easily get this truth table. What is the truth table? That is, first we write three variable x y z. Three variable means total 8 combination 0 to 7. First here we write the binary representation of 0 0 0 1. Next 1, that is 0 0 1. 2, that is 0 1 0. 3 0 1 1. 4 1 0 0. 5 means 1 0 1. 6 means 1 1 0 and 7 means 1 1 1. So these are the total 8th combination of a three variable function. Here we saw f, which is the output of this expression. F is true for which minterm? For M1,
for M2, for M3, for M5 and for M7. So for M1 F is true, for M2 F is true, for M3 F is true, for M5 F is true and for M7 F is true. Right? The rest of the binary number is represented by 0. These values show the F bar representation. F bar means F is where F is 0, here we write 1. When F is 1, here we write 0, which is because it is a complemented variable. Okay. Here we write 1, so here we write 0. 1, so its complement is 0. Like this 1 0 1 0 we get this value. So this is the truth table of this canonical SOP form of F. Okay. Then what is the mean term of F bar? What is the mean term of F bar? F bar, for which mean term F bar is true? For 0, for 4 and for 6. So here we write F bar function of x, y, z equal to summation m 046, which is a canonical SOP form of F bar. So this is the decimal notation of F bar and this is the decimal notation of F. And from this two decimal notation we easily get this truth table. Right? So what we do, that is we may also write, that is F equal to F double bar. F double bar means we get single variable that is equal to F. F bar means we know summation m 046. So F bar over bar, that means summation m 046 over bar. In next step we get m0 plus m4 plus m6 because it is a sum of product term. So here we represent it by odd term. So m0 plus m4 plus m6 over bar. From this expression, by using De Morgan's law, we get this line, that is m0 bar dot m4 bar dot m6 bar. And we know that the complement of mean term, we get the max term. So from this expression we get m0 dot m4 dot m6, that is equal to pi m 046, which is a max term. So this is a standard POS form of F. Similarly, in next step what we do, that is we know F equal to summation m function of 1 2 3 5 7. So what is the value of F bar? F bar means summation m function of 1 2 3 5 7 over bar. So from this expression, by using De Morgan's law, what we get, that is m1 bar dot m2 bar dot m3 bar dot m5 bar dot m7 bar. And from mean term we easily get max term. So here we write m1 dot m2 dot m3 dot m5 dot m7, that is equal to pi m function of 1 2 3 5 7. So this is the standard POS form of F bar. So this is the standard POS form of F bar and this is the standard POS form of F. So F equal to summation m 1 2 3 5 7, this is a canonical SOP form and its equivalent standard POS form is pi m 046. And F bar, which is the standard canonical form, F bar standard canonical form is summation m 046 and its equivalent standard POS form is pi m 1 2 3 5 7. In next slide we saw this. So we may write that is the F, which is equal to summation M 1 2 3 5 7 equal to pi M 046 in canonical POS. So this is the canonical POS form of this canonical SOP form. So in this simple way, we can easily convert a SOP to POS form. So how this canonical POS form we represent? That is F equal to 0. 0 means in POS form we know that the single variable is represented by bar and the complemented variable is represented by 1. So 0 means x plus y plus z dot 4, that means 1 0 0. So for 1 here we write x bar plus y plus z dot 6 means 1 1 0. So here we write x bar plus y bar plus z. So this is the canonical POS form. So in this process we can easily convert a canonical SOP to canonical POS form. Right? So here we end today's session. Thank you. If you like my video then please like, share and subscribe my channel. फिर मिलते हैं एक नई वीडियो के साथ. Thank you.